Right, big hoax. Take two. We are back. And today we're going to talk about the Conor McGregor assault accusations at the NBA Finals game. And welcome to the show. We're going to just do it like this. I'm just going to outline this story. I'm going to throw it across the fence to the brothers, and they're going to tell me what they think about the validity of this story, which I'm just going to be upfront, makes no sense to me at all. All right. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys holding up?
Pretty well, pretty good.
Yeah. We are amazing, and I don't believe the story at all.
In advance.
Yeah, it's very difficult to believe that. Yeah,
no one believes it, but we'll speculate on what they were doing. Anyway, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, etc., and like this video if you don't mind. Do us a favor, man. Do us a favor. So. All right, so Conor McGregor is at the Miami Heat NBA Finals game, right? They're like, hey, Conor, what are you doing at halftime? He's like, I'm going to punch your mascot in the face. They're all, oh, my gosh. You are? He's like, yeah, and I'm going to put him in the hospital. First of all, I don't believe that either. I think that was just, he put him in the ER is just a, press release, like good viral story. But that same day, supposedly, per the victim's statement, Conor later after the game, was in the bathroom with the security, and the Miami arena security went and grabbed some girl, separated her from her friend. And I'm not mincing world. Like, I'm not like, this is exactly how the story is presented per the victim. They forcefully separated me from my friend. And then they forcefully threw me into the bathroom with Conor and his security guard, where Conor forcefully put his tongue down my throat and then forced me to give him oral sex. And then I only got him to stop the overpowering, assault that was happening because I told him I had to pee. So he let me do that. And then when I came back, because of course you'd come back, right? Like you're in the middle of some insane assault. Like you're all right, I'm done peeing. Can we get back to what we were doing? So at that point, he pinned her against the wall and he was about to sodomize her, when she elbowed him multiple times, which enabled her to escape. And she left her purse in the bathroom, which she was only able to get back by pleading, that's a verbatim quote, pleading with Conor's team. And then a notable detail is she's decided she does not want to press criminal charges. She only wants civil charges. She only wants this to be solved in civil court. And she is, she wants a settlement from the Miami Heat, the NBA, and Conor McGregor. So, I know generally when somebody forcefully shoves their, Jimmy in my mouth, all I'm thinking is like, man, who can I sue? Like, I'm not like, I'm probably, why press charges? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to check. That doesn't sound suspect at all. Now, what do you guys think about that story?
All right. First of all, I just want to say this is life. Anything is possible. Mm-hmm. Anything can happen. All we know, this could be true. But through my eyes, knowing a little bit about hoaxes, I find it very, very not credible. Mm-hmm. From the beginning, the NBA security throwing her into the bathroom, from Conor's security throwing her, like it's a whole conspiracy. Everybody's in on it. Like they might as well call a RICO act, put everybody in jail. Like it makes absolutely no sense. But like I said, anything could happen. It could be true, but 93% it's not.
Yeah, I've got a theory. I've got a theory on what actually happened. But Bolo, what's your opinion? Go.
Yeah, just I think she can win the case because, like with the Trump charge, when he got charged with sexually assaulting that woman from 80 years ago, and she won in New York.
This one is more credible than that one.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And you don't have to prove anything. Like, what do you have to prove?
What do you have to prove? It's
Like,
your
how
word.
can you not prove or disprove what she's saying? So she can win, but do I believe it? I don't believe it. I don't know the detail. I mean, except the details they've given us, but I wasn't there. But I find it
Hard to believe.
very hard to believe that the NBA and the Miami Heat and Connor's team security were all in cahoots with each other to rape this one girl.
She must be
Separate her
sexy
friend.
as hell. She must be bad. She must be the
Yeah.
baddest chick on the
Separate
They were
her.
like, Connor's got to get it, even if he has to take it, son.
Right,
He's gotta take
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
That
do you
shit
think?
makes no
What do you
sense to
think
me.
happened?
I think so a little bit of backstory that you guys might not have, just like in terms of like recent stories in like UFC, circles, is that there have been a lot of incidents recently where Conor appears to be doing a lot of, like a lot of yayo. It appears. I mean, look, like there's no way to, again, that's one of those things where, if you've got a trained eye, you can kind of look and be like, yeah, he's on blow. But you don't know for 100% sure. Maybe he's like some weirdo who, like, when he drinks, he looks like he's on coke. But like everybody has been saying, like, dude, this guy is doing a bunch of yayo. Now, a person who does a bunch of yayo when they party, where do they do it? When they're at an event that takes, I mean, you go to an NBA Finals game, you're going to be there for 5 hours. Even if you go in the VIP entrance, watch a game, you hang out a little bit after. I mean, you're going to be there for 4 or 5 hours. Cocaine lasts very, very short. You're going to need to do more blow. Where do you do that? You do it in the bathroom. Like that's where everybody goes. And it's like,
how do you
got
know this?
You guys don't know this? Come on.
Just asking.
No, I hate blow.
Continue.
I mean, I won't, like, I have done cocaine in a bathroom before, not in a very long time, and I fucking hate blow. But there are very few things like that I have no experience with. I've never done heroin, smoke crack, or even seen crystal meth. But
I would hope not.
Yeah,
I haven't seen heroin. I haven't seen heroin or crack either.
Yeah, I haven't either. Actually,
those in person.
Yeah, not in person. But anyway, so my hypothesis is that the girl went to go do blow in the bathroom with Conor. And they're in a stall. They're doing blow. She's flirting, whatever. He starts making out with her. She goes down on him. Who knows? I mean, the sodomy thing sounds really weird. But the most ludicrous. So bottom line is, I think she just blew him. And then, when he went to take it to the next level, she might have just been like, no, I don't really want to do that. And then she left. And then she's like, all right, these details line up. Like, I think I could get some cash, son. But also it's like, like literally of all of the parts of the story that I find most absurd. It's like, okay, the security, they conspired. They're all, let's go find a girl that Conor can just take it from. Ludicrous, obviously. I don't know. I mean, like, it's like, what are you even doing in there? All that. But she straight up said that Conor was going to forcefully sodomize her until she repeatedly elbowed him, which enabled her to escape. Absurd. Like, literally, patently absurd. Conor's a professional, one of the
best.
Exactly. Like, it's like, oh, well, listen, man, he lost his last couple. He lost to Dustin Poirier and he lost to Khabib, right? Like, creme de la creme, number one guys in the world, like, to a civilian, to a dude, to a guy like me, right? A 200-pound, as far as the regular world's concerned, fucking murder machine. Dude, if I find a guy like Conor or Dustin Poirier, there's no scenario where I can, like, there's no scenario where I have any chance against those guys. And I'm 1,000 times more formidable than some fucking groupie in the Miami Heat game. Like, I'm not going to be able to elbow my way out of Conor's life. If Conor wants me in a spot, I'm going to have a real hard time getting him off, like.
Very, yeah.
Like she's 120 pounds. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
Maybe he like, you know, he thought she was giving him a soft no. And then she was like, no, stop, you know, and that's her elbow. And he's like, oh shit. All right. I'm sorry. Like, go, like, Jesus. I didn't know you were really saying no. You sounded kind of like no. So it's like, oh shit, you really meant it. All right, fucking get out of here. Jesus. You know?
That's possible. Who knows?
You know?
Yeah.
Man.
These celebrities got to start protecting themselves, man. They can't be doing spur of the moment shit like regular people. They cannot. Like, you got to have these girls sign waivers and all types of stuff, because shit like this is gonna happen.
What I think should happen is always have someone recording.
Dude, that's it. Literally, it's exactly what I said on my video. So I have a video that I just posted that is going viral right now, by the way. But like, and what I said is I was like, okay, look, he's engaged. He's got 3 kids with his baby's mom. He got another one on the way. Obviously, he's got to keep it quiet if he's having groupies blow him in the bathroom. But what he needs to do, he needs to just a second, some girl's going down on him, just fucking take a video of that. You know, she's making eye contact. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this to Conor McGregor. Just get a 6-second clip and go hide that shit in some secret folder that only you have the code to, so that when a thing like this happens, you literally just text message that video to her lawyer and be all, how do you like your case now, dude? That's a lot of eye contact for someone that's getting forced into it, don't you think? My hands aren't even on her head. So what's up? You know what I mean? What's up with her story now?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wait. He said he forced her to give him
Oral sex. Yes.
Oral sex. So you just didn't bite his dick or what? Like, how do you force somebody to give you oral sex? That's something very difficult to do.
You know, like in jail, they'll stick a knife in your ear, you know, but like, so like, it's like, unless you're saying Conor had like a weapon. I mean, I guess Conor could be like, you better do it or I'm going to fucking strangle you, I guess. But you would think that she would have specifically said, you know, like that's the only way you can do it is like under the threat of like serious bodily harm. But like, you would think that she would have said that, you know?
Right. Exactly. But that was not part of the details that she said.
No.
It's gonna be tough, man, because like you said, it's his word against hers. So,
dude, and to your point about the Trump one, like Donald Trump literally just got found civilly liable for a story where a person who literally went on CNN telling this story and has been universally considered the least credible accuser in the history of America. Because like she started laughing about rape fantasy and shit. Everyone's like, "What?" They're all, "Can we cut to a commercial?" You guys seen that, right?
Yeah. Anderson Cooper.
And it's like they made a law specifically to be able to prosecute Trump. They're all right. So for 1 year, we're going to get rid of the statute of limitations on sexual assault, and then after this 1 year, you know, it's going back in place. So if you have any stories on anyone, you know, you got to get them in now. She's all, well, I have a story. They're all, any witnesses? She's like, nope. They're all, any proof that you even knew Trump? She's like, I have a photograph with him. You're all, with your husband and his wife. She's like, yeah. You're like, anything else? She's like, well, no, but here's exactly what happened. And it's another ludicrous story where she's talking about fighting him off. What's up with all these hoaxers pretending like they can fucking fight people off? It's like all these, it's like none of you have ever been in a fucking fight. Jussie Smollett is not fighting you off, dude. You know what I mean? That motherfucker's not fighting anybody
both
off.
of us. Both of us.
Yeah, exactly. He is not fighting you off. Fucking this girl is not fighting Conor off. That fucking decrepit old bitch is not fighting Donald. Donald Trump's huge, dude. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, big ass dude.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man.
It's ridiculous, man. Makes no sense. Now that Donald Trump one is troubling, actually, thinking about it, because
I agree.
It was so long ago. There's no evidence, and y'all just took her word. Like, I don't understand how you taking just somebody's word. Like, what has this country come to?
It's not about her word. It's just about Trump, you know.
That's it.
You know, he's facing 400 years for this shit he just got indicted for in Miami. 400 years.
Those are federal charges too, right?
Yeah. And it's like, and it's literally exactly what Biden got caught for.
And with federal charges, it's mandatory you serve 85% of the time.
Yeah.
So he's going to serve 85% of 400 years if he gets found guilty. Okay.
Yeah. And you got to ask yourself, right? If you believe in like the kind of more grand conspiracy here, which I do, in terms of the people who are pulling the strings are, you know, when you see something that like is really like a big detail and you're like, they had to have done this on purpose. My example being Trump gets found with the classified documents. They raid his house. They make this huge fucking thing over it. I never thought they were actually going to charge him with anything. And then a couple months later, they're all, Joe Biden has a huge cache of classified documents in his garage and also over here and also over here. So you're like, all right, so I guess this is just a thing that presidents do. So you got to ask yourself, like, why would they have run that story? Why would they have released that information about Biden if they knew they were going to charge Trump? And I think they did it on purpose to gaslight Trump supporters and also to make them feel like to let them know. It's like, you don't have any power. Like, you think you have power, you have no fucking power. We are doing this to your guy. Like, we're doing this. Like, we want you to be very clear on this. We are doing this to your guy. We're never going to charge Biden. Hunter Biden laptop, he's never getting charged. Hillary Clinton, she's never getting charged. Your guy is going down for the same shit that Biden did, and we're doing it right in your face on purpose, bitch. I really think that's why they did it, dude.
That's diabolical if that's what they're doing.
They hate him. They hate Trump supporters, dude.
Hey, what is this theory? What do you think of this theory? Because I've heard people saying it on social media. They said that Trump is running for president so he doesn't have to face his charges.
Nonsense.
I'm like, what?
Because he's going to pardon himself. Yeah, right, dude. Like, he's running for president because he loves it, you know? He loves it. Like, he loves doing it. He loves campaigning. He loves doing the rallies. It's his fucking dream. It's got to be so fun, dude. He goes up there and just spitballs. He also, that guy, dude, say what you want about that guy. That dude is incapable of taking a backward step, dude. People fuck with him. He's going to fight to the death forever. Like, he's like, there is no, like, if he goes to prison, if they get him locked up for life, he will literally be writing letters to people who are going to tweet his messages forever. He'll never give up. Like, he will literally never, ever, ever give, no matter what you do to him, unless you put him in the ground, he's never going to give up. He will never stop being a nuisance to them because he just does. Like, if he was capable of that, they would have broken by now. The only thing they could do, I mean, like, listen, one thing I will say though, is if they actually get him in federal prison where people can't see what's happening, I mean, they can make shit real hard on him. You know, like they could lock, I mean, you put anybody in a real small room and you take away their privileges, you know, keep him in there for a year and just see, you know, if he knows he's doing life and he's just sitting in some fucking, because like these people are evil, dude. Like they would want to break him and then go watch him, like just go completely crazy. Like they would love that. They're fucking, to your point, diabolical, man. And so that's, I mean, the only way that he would ever give up, I think, is that where they just completely break him. Anyone can be broken if you given the right set of circumstances.
Yeah.
But you got to respect his the fight in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he's a man of conviction, strong conviction. And when you're explaining Trump, it reminds me of Andrew Tate and what he's going through and shit. Yep. Yeah, because I think they just actually the Romanian authorities, they've increased the charges on him.
No, they just decreased them.
That's not what I read.
Yesterday, or 2 days ago, they decreased him. He was facing like, okay, so here's what happened. So he was facing 6 counts of human trafficking. They reduced it down to 1. But then the girls who were the accusers now are coming after him in the UK also, like civilly. At least that's what I read. Maybe there's something else, but I read in the Romanian jail, they knocked off 5 of the 6 charges or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. And what's hilarious too is yesterday when they did that meeting, they announced so Tristan was saying, like, he's like, this is the first time I can actually talk about the charges. He's saying that every single one of the charges they actually got charged for in Romania supposedly happened after 2021. And the accusation is that they were juking girls to steal the revenue from their TikTok accounts. They had, like, it actually doesn't even have anything to do with the cam stuff. It was like, so the charges make no sense at all. Like, none. No sense whatsoever. But yeah. So I don't know. What are you seeing? You're Googling it right now, yeah?
Yeah. So
what's it say?
Yeah, so they said the UK.
The UK. Yep.
Yeah, that's where they said his legal woes deepened on Wednesday as lawyers representing 4 UK women who alleged they were abused by the notorious misogynist influencer served legal papers on him at his Romanian property. They said that they were subjected to serious abuse by Tate, including multiple rapes, serious physical assaults, including strangulations and beating with a belt, and coercive and controlling behavior when he was living in UK about a decade ago.
Yep.
Yes.
Sure, dude.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Yeah, be careful in this world, man.
Yeah, this is
I mean, he's like, he is in like, you know, his kink or whatever is like putting girls on leashes and slapping them around and shit. But like the girl, you know, because that video came out of him doing it, but the girl's like, she's into it, you know, like she's like, it's like a role play thing.
Role play, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like role playing pimp and hoe, which shit's fucking weird to me. I'm not into that shit at all. But like, you know, but you know what I mean? It's like, I don't care what people are into. Like the, you know, Portnoy, the Barstool guy, he's into the same shit. There's that video that came out of him. Just like, dude, he's got the girl on the dude, of all the celebrity sex tapes to come out, the one that I was most like, damn, like that guy can fucking put it down was Portnoy. Like he's got this girl on the end of a leash, you know, and he's got her like prone. He like grabs her by, I mean, again, I'm not into this fucking shit, but like he like grabs her by the neck and he like spits in her face. She loves it. I don't understand that kind of shit at all. Like I you know,
it's
like
animalistic. It's barbaric.
Yeah, but you could do that, like, not, I don't know, the spitting shit and the, like, you know, calling girls a bitch, like slapping them and shit, like slapping their face.
Yeah,
you know, like it's one thing, like you're a bad girl, but like you slap their, it's fucking, I don't know, that shit's like, I don't know, lots of people are into that shit. I'm not into it. Like, but
yes, man.
My hypothesis on it though is I think it's like dudes that when they were younger, like they looked at girls and they got like aggro that they couldn't get them, you know, like it's like if you like had like a strong success rate with girls kind of like since you were, you know, like young, you know, first time you started like kind of chasing them around, you had a lot of success with them. I think it'd be weird for people like that to be into that. I think it's like guys who didn't have very much success. And so they're like, we're like, fuck these bitches, man. He's like, I want them so bad they won't give it. I just want to fucking take it from them. And then when they finally like figure it out when they're older, they're like, yeah, they spit in their face and shit. And you're like, Jesus, man.
This is
could be shit with your mom. I don't know.
This is for the 3rd grade, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's too bad the first 6 girls I loved weren't into me, or else I might not have just spit down your throat. It's fucking weird, man.
Shit, wow.
On the end of a leash, dude. You know, like Portnoy on the end of a leash. Like, but dude, there are girls that fucking love that shit.
Oh, they're into it. A lot of them. Yeah. BDSM is a whole nother, you know, world where it's a big market for it.
Yeah. Some of those, like some dudes want to be on the wrong end of that. Like, you know, like these like fucking Goldman Sachs CEOs want to get tied up and have some girl fucking put their balls in a clamp. I'm like, that shit's right.
Yeah, that shit wild.
So
that's weird.
Are those the dudes that had all the power when they were younger and
I don't know
and stuff, and now they feel like, oh, I just want to give up some control?
Maybe, dude. Like maybe they're like anybody does whatever they say, and so like they're all, what if there was someone who would never do what I said? You know, like some powerful woman that just said fuck you all the time. It's like, damn. Yeah, and then like how could she really say fuck you? He's like, she handcuffed me and then start dripping candle wax on my balls while she tells me I'm a little bitch. She's like, oh man, that shit's so hot. I'm like, that shit's fucking weird, man. Shit's fucking weird, man.
We into all types of crazy shit, man. The human being.
You said we or human?
Human beings.
Oh.
We as the human race.
Yeah, my girls are they're in luck. All I'm into is
Your girls.
Well, any girl
with
that
an
my
L, with
girl,
an S.
but then any previous girl. Only thing I'm into is whatever they're into. It's like I just want to there's like a term for it. It's I'm a pleasure dom, you know? Like I dominate by delivering pleasure to girls. It's an actual thing.
I think that's what I am.
Yep. It's the only thing that does it for me. It's like tie me up. It's like I mean, you want to get tied up? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I mean, I'll fucking tie you up.
What are you, bro?
I don't do those things.
What things do you do?
I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Which means he nuts in 2 minutes and calls it a day.
Yeah. Thanks for playing, girl.
Uh-huh.
I got this on tape, bitch. Just so you know, don't be telling people that I made you do this. I got you on tape.
You got to these days.
You feel me?
I'm saying
you got to.
Conor, dude. I mean, this motherfucker has had so many of these things, though, where like the story's insane. It doesn't make sense. I look at the guy, Conor, who I watch in these interviews, and I can't connect like the dude who's on camera to this kind of behavior. I just will say he has had a very abnormally large number of people throw accusations like this in his direction, you know? And then there are other things that I do believe he did, you know, just because like you're like two people are telling this story that were both there. And like, why would they make this up? You know, where he would like flash on people. So like, you know, he was hanging out late night with some DJ, he's actually a famous DJ in Italy, and the guy's wife, and they were like hanging out all night. It was super late. It was like 3, and Conor and you know, the DJ said, he's like, and there was just this moment, we were all having a good time, and I watched his brain shut down. I know exactly what look he's talking about. Like a dude who's like, somebody's been doing Yale all night and like they're drunk. And then it's like it's always really late, and the only thing that's keeping them awake and sharp is the gack. And then at a certain point, like it just kind of stops working, and you watch their brain then they just go blank. Like I've literally seen that before. And he said that Conor just went blank, and then out of nowhere just broke his nose for no reason, like just for absolutely no reason. Yeah, he said Conor, and then the wife said, you know, like that's exactly what happened. Like they'd been hanging out all night, everything was cool. Then Conor just went blank and flashed on him. And also Conor, like he flashed on camera at Machine Gun Kelly. You know who Machine Gun Kelly is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they were at like the Grammys or whatever, and Conor was there. And like Conor and them were kind of like, they were not right next to each other. There was like people in between them, but Conor kind of looked, and you know what? I'll show it to you right now. I'll show like that's a video that is shareable. Hold on. So
you're not sure that's CTE or something? That happens. Like your brain shuts down.
I think it's you know, would be my guess. It's like, and
I never knew coke to do that though.
I mean, it doesn't do that shit. It never did it to me. Okay, so check it. He's got a broken leg too. Oh, you didn't see it. Hang on. Look, they like rushed him out. There's another angle here.
Hey guys, back up. All the way back. No one right here.
Oh
Back up. Going.
All right, hang on. Let me find another one, because like there's a really good angle of it where you're like, what? There it is.
Yeah, we know that.
Last night of the VMAs, Conor McGregor was caught on video throwing his drink at Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox while on the red carpet. Pandemonium then ensued as several security guards attempted to hold back the MMA fighter. We touched on this briefly last night, but this morning we have even more information on what went down. I'm going to tell you all about it right here on IO. But first, if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like.
What happened?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I just showed up and I don't know. I don't even know the guy, to be honest with you.
Just rumors.
Just rumors. Nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters.
Attending the event in a pink suit and strutting along with a cane, Conor was seen on video getting into an altercation with
that's the gist. Is like he just like spazzed out and threw a drink on him, and then when they asked him, he's like, "Oh no," he's like, "I don't know, man." He's like,
he
"I don't
doesn't
even
even
know
him.
He's like, "I don't even know him." He's like, all I know is that he's with Megan Fox. So like my kind of like theory on it is like so that happened and the thing with the DJ happened inside of about 6 months. Might have even been less than that. And I'm like, what's the common denominator in these two stories? Is like you got Megan Fox standing next to Machine Gun Kelly, and then the DJ's wife is a dime, and also a brunette, great bone structure who almost looks like Megan Fox. You know, where I was like, maybe he's looking at these girls. He's all, man. He's like, I gotta have it. Why can't I have it? He's like, look at this little pussy standing next to her. And then he just like wigs out, you know.
Or that's possible. Wait. So then, did he rape this girl then?
I mean, I might be talking myself into it, you know. But I mean, her story with this, the thing with the security guards and the elbow thing, that shit makes no sense.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah.
But like I said, anything is possible. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. Let's do this actually, since we're on this now. Let me just look up how many, and then you guys heard about the story about him with the boat, like on the boat, right? With the girl. Do you ever hear? No. We've never talked about this, dude. Okay. So the same year that those two things happen, he's in either Ibiza or Barcelona, one of those. I can't remember. It's Spain or Ibiza or whatever. He's got his boat, right? He runs into this girl that he knows from Dublin, where, Ireland, where he grew up or whatever. He invites her to come on the boat. And then they're partying, whatever, I'm sure doing this. And then super late, 5 a.m. or something. She said that just out of nowhere, he just punched her. And then he kicked her in the stomach. And he was like, who the fuck do you think you are? And his security. And so she said that she rolled off of the boat into the ocean and then swam away. Cause she's like, I had to get off the boat. And because okay, so the story came out and then it was oh, the story's not true. And then it was okay, the person took back the story. The authorities are saying, there's nothing to it. And then months later, she was back in Ireland and she was like, it was absolutely true. But what happened was I was in Spain. I didn't have my ID. I didn't have my passport. I just wanted to get home. All I had was a bikini and I had nothing else. And I was like, I don't want to do it. I just want to get home. I just don't make a thing. I just want to go home. I just want to get home. And so she, went home. The bottom line is when he's doing yayo and drinking, there's there's apparently some threshold that he gets over where he's very unpredictable and scary. I believe those stories. Those three, I believe. But this one just doesn't make any sense to me, And they're there's been other, I'm trying to think, there are other stories of this. When he was in France, some girl said that he pulled his dick out of her in the bathroom. There was some other girl who told this whole story about how she came to his house, but that story, it was wait, so you went back to his place with his buddy and and you weren't expecting to hook up or whatever. I don't understand. But man, am I talking myself into the fact that he might have done this?
Right, because I'm thinking what you're saying is looking more plausible that
those happen. That MGK thing is on tape. The thing I'm telling you, that thing with the DJ is legit. Yeah, the late night thing with the DJ.
We started at one place at the beginning. I
know.
It might be ended up at another. Oh shit!
It's wow. I mean, I don't know. I mean, now I'm kind of but again, the thing about not filing criminal charges, she just wants a check. Come on.
That's
no, but some people are like that. If they come,
if somebody raped you, if somebody
Raped you, yeah.
maybe she don't want to go through all that. Some people,
You want to go through the civil, but you don't
yeah,
want to go
because
through
it's
the
money
criminal.
in it for me. Let me get something out of it.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. If security guards though, like forget just about the Conor part. Just imagine you're this tiny little girl at the Miami Heat game. You're dressed all like, because I guarantee you this chick's a fucking dime. And just imagine like security guards came and grabbed you and like dragged you into a bathroom where they fed you to a coked up celebrity you know what I mean? Like you'd be like, I want all these motherfuckers locked up. You know what I mean? If it happened like that, it's like, yeah, I did get dragged into the bathroom by a bunch of Neanderthal security people and then fed to a serial rapist, but I mostly just want to check. You're like, all right,
Right. It's not adding up. Yeah.
But
yeah, you telling me those stories,
they do give me pause, man.
Yeah, because that means he has history spazzing out. But then you're involving other characters, the securities. So, like I said, everyone has to be in cahoots.
Yep.
And I don't know how true that can be or that
apparently,
is.
Apparently a couple of people didn't like my take. I got, I uploaded it right before we started. It's got 3,500 views and 2 people unsubscribed from the channel. I'm down 2 subscribers since it went up. Someone was like, come on, man, believe all women. It's like, all right. I mean, the take I made honestly wasn't even like, I didn't go super hard. I don't believe her. I'm going harder. Don't believe her in this video than I did in that one. I mostly said like the other thing too is like, dude, if she got dragged in there by security, that shit's on tape. Like there's going to be security camera. Like, this incident started, it's like in the arena and then she's taken to the bathroom. Like if she was forcefully dragged away from her friend, that's on camera. If she kind of just was like, oh my gosh, Conor's in the bathroom, that's on camera also. Like whatever, like it's on camera either way.
I can't wait till the camera footage come out.
Yeah.
Please come out. Please.
Dude, it'd be crazy if like a video came out and she's like, you guys seen the movie The Accused with Jodie Foster? Like where, man, that movie, that's got one of the gnarliest gang rape scenes ever. It's like a really fucking crazy movie. It's from the 80s and it's like, it's this woman in a bar and like she like just broke, like it was like breaking up with her boyfriend. And so she starts like flirting with this dude in a bar and then like it turns into this like thing where this whole room of guys like holds her down and they like take turns. They're all chanting. So the reason why that movie burned itself into my brain is I was staying in Monterey in a hotel and I was like 8 years old and I was in a room, like a hotel room with my parents and I went to sleep and my parents were like, oh, let's watch a movie, so they put on that movie and I woke up, right? And I just pretended like I was asleep and I saw that scene when I was 8 and like, dude, it's like the memory of that fucking scene and like where I was like it's like burned into my brain. Like I'd never seen it, obviously I was 8. Like I'd never seen anything like I just remember watching it like, but yeah, in that like the end, she bites a guy and then she's able to like get free and she just like runs out, just like her shit just all torn up. It's like, what if the video looks like that? She goes running out. She's like, oh my God, bro, fuck, he did do it, dude. I'm the worst guy ever. I would do a video just like I'm the worst human on earth that I didn't believe it, but still hard to believe, man.
You guys tell us in the comments, did Conor do it or did he not do it?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. I think we could end it right there.
Yeah. That's going to be the name of this. I'm going to put this up right now. It's going to be, did he do it?
Did he do it?
Yeah. Did he do it?
We all want to know.
Yeah.
Release that footage, NBA.
And Conor, if you got a cell phone video, you best put that out too, dude.
Quick.
Don't worry. Your girl won't be that mad.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, dude.
At least he won't go to jail. He'll just lose some money, but still.
Yeah.
The court of public opinion will be pretty bad.
Man, he's just like the guy doesn't do himself any favors, man, at
It will
all.
be pretty bad. But let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens, dude. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Peace.